Who is the person with 3 Academy Awards, 2 record-breaking movies, and has traveled to the bottom of the deepest part in the ocean? So far, James Cameron is the only person who has successfully accomplished all of these things. He is a film director, producer, deep-sea explorer, screenwriter, editor, and a painter. I am going to tell you about James Cameron's life and all of his impressive achievements. James Cameron was born on August 16, 1954 in Ontario, Canada, where Wikipedia says he lived until he was 17. In 1971, he moved to Brigette, California, and eventually majored in physics at California State University. Right after school, he decided to start looking for a job in the movie-making business. In 1980, IMDb says he got his first professional film job working as an art director and miniature set builder for the movie Battle Beyond the Stars. His next major project was writing and directing The Terminator in 1984, which was a huge success. Cameron then decided to form his own production company in 1990, which he named Lightstorm Entertainment. 5 years later, he began working on one of the most well-known movies of all time, Titanic. The movie cost an estimated $200 million to produce, making it the most expensive movie at the time. But it was worth all the time and money it took, because when it was released in 1997, it brought in $1.84 billion. It was the first film to make it over the $1 billion mark, and was the highest grossing film until 2009. Titanic was nominated for 14 Academy Awards and won 11 of them, including Best Film and Best Director. Right after he began working on his new movie, Avatar. The film took 10 years to produce, mainly because Cameron wanted to wait until more advanced technology was available. In 2009, Avatar was finally released, and it passed Titanic in highest grossing film, bringing in $2.74 billion. It was also nominated for 9 Academy Awards and won Best Picture, Best Director, Best Art Direction, Best Cinematography, and Best Visual Effects. Because of Avatar and Titanic, James Cameron was named Hollywood's top earner in 2011. Although Cameron's movie resume is very impressive, this is not all he does. In March 2012, he traveled to the bottom of the deepest part in the ocean. In the June 2013 issue of National Geographic, Cameron talks about his adventure. Mariana Trench is 36,000 feet deep, almost 7 miles. Only 3 people have attempted to reach the bottom, and James Cameron is the only one to have succeeded. He, along with some help, designed and built a machine that could stand the pressure of 36,000 feet of water. He called this futuristic submersible the Deep Sea Challenger. It took 7 years of research, design, and testing to perfect the machine. On March 26, 2012, Cameron began his descent. It took 2.5 hours to reach the floor. He reports not finding any signs of life until much later in a lab. He planned on spending 5 hours at the bottom, but due to technical difficulties, he had to cut his trip 2 hours short. Cameron returned to the surface, proud to be the only person on Earth to have seen this part of the planet. I have now told you about James Cameron's life and career, so the next time you hear his name called at the Academy Awards, you will know just a little more about his interesting life. Now you all know about the very talented James Cameron and why he is the most sought-after director in Hollywood.